Here's a clip from Tarabuster with Tara Devlin.
This is how you know that Republicans are horrible, that they are unfit to hold leadership positions in a modern nation, and that they hate America. By the mere fact that they put Sarah Palin, they made her the vice president candidate for their party, the nomination of their party. They would have voted for her. Put her 76-year-old cancer survivor, heart attack man away from the presidency. It doesn't matter. We see at the time, the Sarah Palin, that we thought that was too low. A low that they had hit bottom. They hit bottom with Bush. They hit bottom with Sarah Palin. Then we didn't realize how low they could go. You know, when you're saying, look at what they've done with Sarah Palin. Now they have a literal con man as a standard bearer. A tax-cheating, draft-dodging, dictator-envying, drug-addled, pussy-grabbing con man. Well, nothing wrong with pussy-grabbing, but if you have permission, you know what I mean? No, not a sexual assaulter. Someone who is a disgusting waste of human DNA, an ignoramus who, it's embarrassing. The fact that he tweets out a picture of himself playing a violin saying, I don't know what this means, but I like it, in the midst of the coronavirus, shows you what an ignoramus he is. He doesn't understand. He has no grasp, and we know this already because people who leave the party, they've told us, people who write books and anybody else who's been in his orbit understands he can't read, and he's a moron. He hasn't read a book since Dick and Jane. I mean, it's been said that he had Mein Kampf on his nightstand, but you know he's never read it. He just he'll read excerpts from it, I'm sure. Other people will read it to him, but he doesn't understand why him playing a violin in the midst of a crisis is not a good thing. I don't know what he thought it meant. Maybe he thought it meant oh, look, I'm so good at everything. As the world is burning around me, I'm playing a fiddle. He doesn't understand. He knows nothing about history. He knows nothing about American history. He knows bumper stickers. He knows a little bit about Andrew Jackson because of what he's been told. He knows a little bit about nothing. I mean, you know that he's a stupid moron because the other thing that makes him so ignorant is that here's somebody that had the best education money could buy, and he's still an ignorant moron. That's a special kind of stupid. That's a level of stupid that you have to really work at to achieve. He didn't learn a goddamn thing. You would think even just showing up in these cushy elites prep schools and private universities and military academies, wherever the hell else his parents sent him to make a man out of him, and they made a monster, but they knew he was a monster. So they were monsters too, I guess. Whatever. How many monsters can one family produce? Don't answer that. Look at every single Twitler spawn. Not a one of them. I guess we have to see what happens with Barron, but none of them have made anything better in this world. They haven't contributed a damn thing to Earth. They are the antithesis of what it means to be human. They're monsters. They're the personification of takers. They don't bring anything to the table, and that's why they're the stupidest, most wasted collection of DNA ever to inflict itself on the human species at all of it, because they don't like their filthy, disgusting father, who couldn't learn anything. He hadn't learned a goddamn thing, despite all of his opportunities being handed to him, everything handed to him. And he couldn't come out of school understanding or knowing anything. No, everybody knows. Anyone with a certain level of literacy and grasp of human history knows the story of Nero fiddling while Rome burned. They know about Nero. They know the brutality of many of the Roman emperors, the depravity. They know that by just being conscious, showing up to school, sitting in class, paying just a little bit of attention to things, having a slim level of intellectual curiosity. It doesn't take much, just a little bit. So clearly he doesn't know it. He doesn't know the story, and he doesn't care. And if he did know the story, if somebody told him the story, he would go on Twitter and tell it to all of us as if we didn't know it. You know, a lot of people say that Nero fiddled while Rome burned. Did you know that? Nobody, a lot of people, they don't know that. They didn't know that. Sort of like when he said, Lincoln, a lot of people don't know that. Lincoln was a Republican. Did you know that?
Tarabuster is recorded live every Saturday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern at the RDT Daily Facebook and YouTube channels, and rebroadcast on Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on Progressive Voices, or anytime on demand on the Progressive Voices app.
Support RDT Daily and Tarabuster by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Tara Devlin. Remember, we stick together, we win.